And hello, folks. This is Real Honesty with John Ritland. I'm John. Fuck SummerSlam. This is
the Derbinator.
And
WWE, you can go fuck yourself with a rusty contact grenade.
Now, to be fair...
No,
to be fair to the earlier matches. Hang on. I'm not saying to WWE. I'm saying to the talents.
Yes.
You are 100% accurate, as always. But...
Not on my predictions, I'm not.
What was it, 7-4?
Yeah.
I'm amazed I got 7. What's in the box? Anyway.
I'm amazed creative is that dumb.
They are very, very dumb. But the SummerSlam pre-show, Charlie and Dasha both look good. I wanted to rest my head. Charlie got her percentage of the WWE net.
Yes.
I was proud of that. And also, were they having issues with letting people into the Barclays Center, which later became the Borkley Center? And by the way, I'm proud of that one.
Yes.
Were they having issues letting people in because it looked like a TNA/Impact/GFW
They wanted to
show.
give the illusion that people were packing into the center.
Yeah.
Well, let's face it. They didn't seem very interested for most of it.
Really, besides a few people in particular, they did not pop for much. Now, the Hardys versus Jason Jordan, The Miz and The Miz Taraj, it happened. We saw it on Raw, whatever.
Yeah, it was to be expected, but The Miz won, so I'm okay with that.
I was fine with it. I would have been fine with it.
Which also means we both lost that bet.
Yeah,
still.
we both lost that one. But I still wonder why they didn't let the fans in sooner, but whatever. Tozawa versus Neville, Cruiserweight title, it was good, but the crowd didn't really care. Neville, though.
No, they did not.
Heel Neville's the best Neville. And what did I say on the Raw review? What did I say on the SummerSlam prediction show? They were going to do what they did with Luger and Hogan, switch the title on the TV show, switch it back on the pay-per-view. I mean, technically pre-show, but still what?
Yeah.
Now, my problem is you built Tozawa up to this point. If Tozawa had beaten him with Great Balls of Fire and then lost it back here, fine. But the fact that you did it with just 6 days, I mean, I'm happy Neville won.
Yeah.
Because one, I won the bet, but
yeah.
I mean, and by the way, you know what? Because of this pay-per-view and because of WWE Creative, fuck that. He's going to wear the Derby now for the Raw and the Raw pay-per-views.
I'm okay with that. It seems a little unfair, but
no, what was unfair was this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go with that.
My predictions were the right choices. WWE Creatives was not.
No.
At least for some of them.
Yeah, I mean, the Cruiserweight title match wasn't bad. Not great.
Yeah.
Neville won. Cool. Elias. Hey, Brooklyn. When did you lose your balls? Okay!
And that was the moment he got over with the crowd. Because if there's something New Yorkers appreciate, it's a little self-deprecating humor. Like, they're making fun of us! Alright!
I thought you said self-defecating humor for a second.
That's another part of New York, but I don't think that's Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like the sewers in Futurama. Anyway, it wasn't bad. I thought Truth was going to come out, though. Fortunately, he didn't. That was cool.
Nope.
Elias did get good heat. New Day versus the Usos for tag titles. It was good. I thought Xavier was hurt. As you said, Big E looked pissed.
Yes.
And he's got to stop doing that dive through the ropes. Now, it was a great match. Usos winning wouldn't have bothered me, except New Day should have won at, say, Money in the Bank, held the titles for 2 months, and then lost the titles back. Because you're flip-flopping them now.
So, now here's what's gonna happen. New Day's credibility is now a little less distinguished.
Mm-hmm.
The Usos, who, let's face it, they may be having the best moments of their career, but that's not saying much. So now we have to deal with the fallout. Who is going to be after the championship next? Are they going to continue with the New Day, or move them back to Raw? So, then we have Breezango, who need that push, because they're getting it from their promos. They just need something more.
Yeah.
Something to build up to it. Something to build upon it. So now we're stuck figuring out what happens next.
Unless the Usos drop the titles back and a rematch on SmackDown and then the Superstar Shakeup, say the next week, because I don't think it's happening this week. Mm-hmm. The Usos go to Raw. Now, I'm not saying it's a good idea, but maybe it goes with a way to, pop a rating on SmackDown, which they're going to need after their WWE title debacle, which we will get to. And here's the thing. I didn't like the Usos winning. Even though it was originally a pick, but I switched to the New Day.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was just going to happen. It was still a good match. It wasn't as good as their Battleground match, but it was still very good.
Yes,
These
was.
two teams do work well together. HB Colonel Sanders. What the hell was that? The only way I knew that it was Shawn is because the one eye was keeping an eye on the crowd. Maybe talking about Shawn Michaels' one eye isn't a good idea. Anyway.
I mean, it's been in contact with the championship belt.
Yes, it has. It's right there over his chap. Anyway, 2017 SummerSlam main show. Starts off with Cena and Corbin. Look, I mean, I didn't have a problem with them starting off with the match, but okay, we wanted a focused Corbin, a angry Corbin, this kind of stuff, and he was angry, and then he lost. And he lost pretty quickly. Go ahead.
The fuck?
Cena's moving to Raw. What benefit was this? If you're keeping Corbin on SmackDown, if you're not moving Corbin to Raw to say continue this feud on TV or something, if you're not going to do that, what are you doing? You're undercutting Corbin. I'm not saying that Corbin's ready to be WWE champion. He wasn't.
But you need to focus on your younger talent.
Yeah.
You've already got your veterans in great positions. You need to focus on the newer, younger talent. Otherwise, you're not going to have any stars in the future. You're going to have Kevin Owens
versus Heath Slater.
Kevin Owens.
Versus Heath Slater, maybe? I mean, nothing against Heath Slater. I'm just saying, you know, the whole idea.
That's how well you're booking your younger talent. It's understandable that you get people with experience in the ring, but you need to know when to let them lose, and you're not. You're stuck in this nostalgia like it's still the early 2000s, and you're like, oh, we can still keep booking all these people like freaking idiots.
Yeah, and that booking continued throughout the night. It was a meh match. I mean, the crowd was on fire for Cena and Corbin and whatever.
Yeah.
The crowd reacted decently to Corbin. I think they wanted to see
There
Corbin
could have
win.
been so much more done with this. That both sides would have still looked strong by the end of it.
If Cena had won, but Corbin had beaten him down afterwards.
Yeah.
That would have helped. That would have actually...
But no, you got Raffle Stomps. But speaking of Raffle Stomps...
Natty versus Naomi.
Oh, not that one, yeah.
No, we're going match by match. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
You know?
Natty won, which we were both popping for. I was really happy. I love Natty. I think it's great. Good stuff. I enjoyed it. Naomi, I don't have a problem with Naomi losing. I'm surprised there was no cash-in. But probably could have one maybe in a rematch on SmackDown or soon after. Maybe this is a chance for Naomi to move to Raw. They could move her to Raw.
Yeah,
I still like my idea that I said. My NXT TakeOver Brooklyn review, by the way, Brooklyn 3 review. We'll check that out. An idea to fancy book Ember versus Naomi. So check that out. But it wasn't a bad women's match. It wasn't great, but it wasn't a bad match. And Natty winning was nice.
Yes.
It was very nice. And she gets her moment in the sun like she has deserved for a while after dealing with the farting gimmick and a whole bunch of other shit. Whew. Nothing against Naomi, who is not a bad wrestler, but has been not booked very well.
No.
Maybe a change of Raw will help her. The Alexa Bliss No Mercy ad. Chris...
Oh, the return of the Y-boner. With a vengeance.
That was both hot and scary. I mean, what Alexa did.
I mean, some people online have been thinking that there's going to be an Asuka versus Alexa match. That's why they're bringing in the mask and all that to kind of lend some kind of stupid plot bit.
Yeah. Oh no, stupid plots come later.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that though. Cass versus Big Show, Enzo and Shark Cage. Fuck this. It was boring. This should have been on the goddamn pre-show. Enzo lubing himself up to escape through the cage. Probably what he uses with Liv Morgan.
That's right, folks. There were not one but two championship belts on the pre-show.
Yeah. And this was on the main show.
This was on the main card.
This
WWE creative. Oh, you just don't crack at this point.
Crack is whack. Bobby!
Stop it. Get some help.
That's a great give. Go ahead.
This is when the cracks were starting to show for this pay-per-view.
Oh, God.
It's when you consider the gravity of the situation that there were two championships on a pre-show.
And this
was on the main card. This insignificant match.
that went on for 5,000 years.
Yeah.
Even though I think it only went on for like 7 minutes, it still felt like that. And then Enzo...
Trash.
Yes. Loops his way out of the cage and then gets kicked.
That was funny.
Yes. It was funny, but I'm just saying. I mean, yeah. It was bad. And then Angle and Bryan with the yes-no thing. That was tremendous. Never change, guys. Never change. Bryan, please don't leave and go wrestle, please.
Yeah. Unless you're completely cleared by WWE,
yes.
in which case I'm totally good with.
There you go. Orton versus Rusev. Okay. Why? One is Rusev okay, because he landed hard on that RKO. Why are you doing this? Orton didn't need this. I don't care how many pay-per-views he lost. Go ahead. I know what you want to say. Whoa, wait, careful.
Don't worry. Boy. Vince, you done goofed. You have a spectacular talent in Vince McMahon, and you're completely...
You mean Rusev?
Rusev. I'm sorry, I'm a little fucked up after this pay-per-view.
No, it's okay.
Rusev is one of the most tremendous talents that you have on the WWE roster. You wasted him against Randy Orton in a 5-second match.
Yeah. Yeah. Maximum Busey. Agreed. It was. I had Orton winning, but I was like, that's just because I thought it was going to be stupid and Orton was going to win. But I'm like, okay, it'll be a competitive, say, 8-10 minute match. And it was this, and I'm like, Rusev must have either got wellness, which is my excuse now for everything, or he pissed somebody off backstage. There's no other reason for it. Unless you're going to have Rusev go back to Raw, which would be stupid, by the way, because he'd be separating from his wife. Not, on the show, not for real. Yeah. But,
just
go ahead.
Dumb. This was dumb. Let's not waste any more time than Vince wasted on Rusev.
And Sasha versus Alexa. Wow, this was also dumb.
Yeah, shite.
Look, the crowd booing Bayley before. Come on, get over it, Brooklyn. You cheered this woman. You cheered your hearts out for this woman 2 years ago. And last year. Come on. Just because you have the Nets does not mean you need to be so upset.
Yeah.
Was it a bad match? No. Sasha did not need to fucking win.
No.
If they bring... And here's an example. Say they bring Asuka up and Asuka's a heel and beats Sasha at the next pay-per-view. Say they do that. I don't know if they will, and Asuka might relinquish the NXT Women's title. She might. This is stupid.
Yeah.
Sasha didn't need this. I'm not even saying Alexa, because Alexa had it for 4 months. It's just bad. This one really pissed me off. And this is where the cracks that he mentioned in the Cass Big Show match were really, where everything was starting to fall through, like, Judgment Sui Coden style. That's a spell. And also Earthquake. That Earthquake spell. Anyway, enough gaming stuff.
It's Apocalypse, because they really hammed this up.
I love that. It's just, Sasha didn't need to win. She didn't need to win. Like, if you wanted to have her win at the next pay-per-view, fine. Alexa could have used this. I mean, she should have just snatched her hair off. I mean, that would have distracted her, and then she could have...
Yeah.
It was bad. And then, I don't know what to say. Just Bray versus Balor. Cool entrance by Balor. Cool makeup. Despite the fact you spoiled it on Raw.
Yeah.
What it looked like. This was decent. This sort of got the crowd back into it because the crowd was hot for the Balor entrance. And for some of the stuff.
Some like it hot.
Some like it.
Hot.
Yes. It was fine. It was fine. It was a fine match.
They did it properly.
Yeah. Balor won as he
both
should've.
were pretty strong in it.
Oh, yeah.
Bray didn't know... plot-wise, didn't know what to expect with this, and so...
Right. It just... Now it's 50-50 booking. Like, what are you going to do at the next pay-per-view? Have Balor win? I mean, that's what you're going to have to do. Unless you move one of them into Super
Balor won tonight.
Unless you have Balor win to, win the feud, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's 50-50 now. Bray won on Raw, and then Balor won here. Unless you move Balor to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Which could. Because, messing up feuds is what the Superstar Shakeup does. And then, Rollins and Ambrose. First, did you want to say more about Balor and Bray?
No.
Okay.
It ended correctly.
Yeah. Oh, no. Balor Wayne didn't bother me. It's just 50-50 booking. Rollins and Ambrose, itch and burn it down. Versus Sheamus and Cesaro. You know what? I'm too pissed off to do that. Tag titles. Great stuff. And the beach ball thing. Cesaro taking his moment, runs into the crowd, grabs the beach ball, rips it up. Cesaro, you are the MVP. Well, you're the second MVP.
I tip my hat to you.
Yes, I would, but I don't have a hat. God, dude, it doesn't even fit.
I know.
My head's too small.
I know.
My small head. Speaking of small heads, we're talking about Rollins. It was a good match. I love the beach ball spot where Cesaro went and did that. It was great tag team wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
It really, really was. Sheamus and Cesaro, a great tag team. We'll probably get the titles back. I'd say they will move to SmackDown. Watch that. The Usos go to Raw. Sheamus and Cesaro go to SmackDown. Yeah, something like that happen. If the Usos lose the titles back to New Day or something, maybe have Sheamus and Cesaro revealed as the attackers of Breezango.
Interesting.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Even though Breezango shouldn't be buried, but
They couldn't be in two locations at once, though.
this is true. This is true. Probably AOP. But good match, best match of the night to that point.
Yes.
It was a really good tag team match. Rollins and Ambrose won. Loved it.
Yeah, it was completely expected, but also the crowd was into it.
That was really, really good. Yeah, they were into it.
They read the crowd. They knew what the crowd wanted. They wanted a Shield reuniting-ish. A Shield. Because you got 2/3 of the Shield, so it's not quite a Shield.
I mean, you have
Shy.
Yes. You have the lazy dog, a.k.a. Roman, off doing something else. And then you go to Owens versus Styles, which with Shane as a ref, and it was good at times, but the crowd was kind of dead at times. I couldn't tell if the crowd was being appreciative or if they were, that's pretty much the same. The match went on too long.
It did.
I mean, I'm sorry. Cut 5 minutes off this match. At least it seemed like it went on way too long to me. And you just said it. So
to be fair, the pay-per-view did end at 8.
Yeah. But that being said, they didn't need to make it a 2-hour pre-show. They really didn't. I mean, you could have cut... Sorry to say, you could have cut a couple of these matches off. You could have cut Big Show versus Cass.
Yeah, that's a TV match.
Yes. But Styles Wayne didn't bother me. Mm-hmm. I would have been cool with Owens Wayne if they hadn't flip-flopped the titles so many times. Still good. Him winning, and then Owens and Shane are going to have their feud and probably captain 2 teams at Survivor Series. Or they're going to have a match at Hell in a Cell. And Shane's going to drop off the Hell in a Cell. Because he's insane. And then... I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but Styles winning, fine. Cool. And then things got fucking livid. The WWE title match. Nakamura got a great entrance. He got a great entrance. That guy should do his pay-per-view entrances. I know, and he's going to get a chance to rant here in just a second. I want to say that, though. I want to say that one positive. No reaction for Jinder's entrance. And then you fucked it all up by having the Sings interfere. It's the same goddamn finish. Orton falling forward, I can believe, because Orton's an idiot. Nakamura, come on.
You gave this up. You've effectively destroyed the reputation that this has had, that this builds for people.
And that the title.
Because anyone who gets the championship after this will know that the person who held it before them, back in that chain, is Jinder Mahal. You have not had a worse champion in this century than Jinder Mahal. He's boring. He's ineffective. He botches so much. He is incompetent in the ring. He's incompetent on the mic. He's got a terrible gimmick. And he loses to Nakamura, the most popular wrestler in Japan.
You mean he beats Nakamura? Oh, okay, go ahead.
So... what in the fuck are you smoking? That makes you think that this is an appropriate end to that match. Someone more popular beating Nakamura, I'd be okay with. To an extent. But this is a moment to build Nakamura up properly. You haven't beat a champion that nobody likes. He is hated more than Roman Reigns. He is hated more than... well, I can't think of anyone that's hated more.
He's hated more than Nash. He's hated more than... And nothing against Nash, but Nash just wasn't the right champion.
Hornswoggle has more popularity than Jinder. There, I said it.
Eva Marie might have had more popularity than Jinder. At least Eva Marie had fans.
But you fucked this up, so let's move on.
Honestly, what he said, WWE title's never been a lower state. And you guys have effectively ruined SmackDown. Lesnar versus Braun versus Joe versus Reigns. Universal title 4-way. The crowd, Braun was the monster, the MVP monster, destroying Lesnar through 2 tables, just throwing the chair, just hurling the chair.
One more table. So what does he do? He picks it up and drops the table on him. Oh my God.
Friggin' love Braun.
My God, he's dead. It's not quite.
But then Lesnar we thought he was going to get taken to a # local medical facility because that's what always happens, when people are taken to the hospital.
Well, we all forgot for a moment that Bork isn't human.
Yes. And Brock doesn't play by human rules.
But man, the crowd, anytime Braun Strowman was up, it didn't matter if it was Samoa Joe, it didn't matter if it was Roman Reigns, it didn't matter if it was Brock Lesnar. Every time Braun Strowman stood up, the crowd went absolutely crazy.
And Joe looked good.
Yes.
Lesnar looked vulnerable. Braun was obviously...
And Roman did his fucking hand thing that doesn't make any sense. You don't even cock a shotgun like this. You don't force your hand... never mind.
Yeah. No, I know. But the shock of shocks was Lesnar pinning Reigns.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought Reigns was going to win because of stupid reasons. Braun didn't get pinned. Joe didn't get pinned. It was... the talentless Samoa Joe. To be fair, Reigns is not talentless. He's just not.
He's a hard worker. He's just booked terribly, and he's given bad lines.
Yeah, and he's just not as good as any of the other guys in the ring.
No.
But Lesnar winning. Please give us Lesnar and Braun next month, and please have Braun win. Have Braun win. Hold it for just a couple months. Just a few months. Have him hold it till the Rumble.
Something.
What's that?
Roman Reigns just lost to Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
Seth and Dean won.
Wow.
You know where this is leading.
It's leading to a Shield reunion, isn't it? Mm-hmm. If it leads to a Shield reunion...
Roman is going to start trying to attack Bork, and... oh, boy, this is going to be interesting to see what happens.
You know what'll be interesting is when the Shield fangirls maybe get, taken down, realizing that it shouldn't happen. Because it shouldn't. Because Ambrose and Rollins are better.
You fail to evolve, you fail to get popular in WWE. And double E.
See Lex Luger. Or don't. I love that. Okay. Now, the positives. The SmackDown...
oh, yeah, that's right. There was an ending to the show.
Yes. The positives. The SmackDown Tag Team match.
Yes.
The Raw Tag Team match.
Yes.
The 2 women's matches. Decently wrestled at the worst. But pretty well wrestled. Even though I hated the finish of Sasha and Alexa. Owens vs. Styles wasn't bad. Balor Bray wasn't bad. No. The problem is Jinder Nakamura was one of the matches that brought this down full 2 grades. 2 grades. Because this wouldn't have even been this would have not been a B+.
This would not have been a B+.
C.
Or this would not have been lower than a B+.
C-. Here's why it's a C-. Here's why. That tag team title match for Raw and SmackDown and the 4-way. They booked Braun perfectly. Now, the Jinder winning almost knocks it down to a D. The fact that Reigns got pinned, though, pushes it up to a C-. Just.
Yeah, I had predetermined a D before the main event, but the main event just blew a lot of this out of the water. I wanted to give this pay-per-view a D- after the Nakamura match.
But, what are you giving it?
I'm going to give it a D+.
Okay.
I don't think it was a very passable pay-per-view. I don't. The main event was great, but if you've got a shit sandwich and you put a slice of fresh bread on top, it's still a shit sandwich.
Remember what Yahtzee said? Shit sandwich, or big poo sandwich, or big poo sandwich with ketchup?
Yeah. But you know what they say, nothing plus nothing makes nothing.
And here's the thing, that's the only reason I'm giving it a C-, because that 4-way was way better than I thought it would be. The tag title match was good. The reasons I said.
Yeah.
But that's not a very good C-. Takeover Brooklyn 3 blew it out of the water. I'm sorry. Great Balls of Fire was way better than this. This actually this isn't as bad as Battleground, but it's damn close. Because Battleground was ass.
Yes.
For this being the biggest party of the summer, sorry guys, you failed.
Yeah.
I mean, the crowd had its moments. Said the beach ball thing, but that was great what Cesaro did. So anyway, that's what we gotta say. So C-, D+.
Yes.
Okay, and by the way, again, the Derby's back for the full shows. Not fair. Who cares? This pay-per-view was ass. The bet's off. Anyway, do you agree? Do you disagree with what we said? Like, share, comment, subscribe in that order or in reverse. Twitter links are in the description. Thumbnail is there from this guy. This has been Real Honesty with Jonn Ritland. I'm Jonn Ritland. That
is the Derbinator.
We will be back for Raw and probably bored.